there, but luckily, like, that part of downtown was spared.
Okay.
But the tornado went out the direction by the hotel where you stayed when you were in Nashville.
Oh, okay, it was there, that area.
Yeah, it pretty much followed the highway out, going 40 east towards Knoxville, like over there, right across from the on the side of the highway that you were actually in that hotel, and just went straight up that way, and then eventually dissipated further up the road, but. It did quite a bit of damage. It was probably about, I heard it was 2 or 3 blocks away from where I used to live.
Wow.
You could hear the wind screaming down the street apparently and stuff. That was a scary night, because especially not being there, like, you don't know, like, what happened to your friends. So there was a few people that I was kind of worried about, but it turns out they just slept through it, so it was no big deal for them. But it was a scary night. You know, you worry about everybody, but specifically the people you know and love. And so I was lucky enough to say that no one that I was personally close with was injured or had property damaged. So my friends were extremely lucky, thank goodness.
Yeah, man, that was a horrible situation and so many things happening in our world. And again, thanks for the music that you do and so many other people that we can kind of journey away from those thoughts and, you know, talk a little bit on the show. Jeremy Parsons, my guest on the Who Magoo, talking about the time I was in Nashville. It was Thanksgiving, and, you know, I got lucky too. Thank you, my friend. You came over to the hotel that night, or actually the next night after I saw you playing downtown Nashville, and you streamed a show for like an hour. And I was just thinking, you have a song, a new jam that I heard on your live video the other day, because I play you that clip on the show. What is that tune again? You have a new song that you played the opening at my little concert gig that we did. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I'm not sure. Was it a song that's going to be on the newest record
new
coming
CD.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Things to Come.
Yes, it is. Things Have Come. Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be the title track of the record, actually.
I should have got that lined up. I can play that a little bit later, but I do play that a lot on my little show here on the other side of 24/7. But I play that little sit down jam that we have. But yes, and so you played that. That was awesome to hear that on the new or on your video stream that you were doing the other night. You know, the new Jeremy Parsons coming. That's going to be awesome. And
yeah, and I can say I think you're probably one of the first people I'm talking to, but it's I'm going to start releasing those tracks this year. So I mean, I would expect maybe next month or two to see at least, you know, one song be out. So I wanna really start dropping that record and have the whole record come out. Probably about early next year. I would say early January 2021. The Things to Come full 10-track record will be out.
Well, that'll be awesome. Speaking of jams,
yeah, so.
I got your CD here, and you just sent me a tune, Circumstance, and I just got it in. Let's get it rolling. Is this the one that you said your father liked? Is it Circumstance?
Yeah, I wrote that for him. That is a song that he that's not why he likes it. He thinks it's a good song, but he does like that it is about him. But yeah, I wrote it for him, and he's always been a big supporter of mine and everything. So that was an ode to his support.
Well, thank you. Let's go to Mr. Parsons again. You just sent me that via email and got her, and here we go. That's the fun of it. Live. Make it happen. Jeremy Parsons. Boom, boom. Be right back. Thank you.
No, I never felt at home here. That's why I took off on the run. You gave your blessing at the time. You said just stay left to the sun. So that's what I done. Freedom's what my soul was seeking, and what my heart was longing for. Trying to find some peace of mind, or a little something more. Yeah, a whole lot more. And you, oh, you never blame me. And God knows you had your chance, but you would have done the same thing under a different circumstance. Victim, and you never wanted that for me. You said the world would drag you down, boy, don't let it clip your wings. So I flew free. And you, oh, you never blame me. And God knows you had your chance, same thing under a different circumstance. I wouldn't be here, to be honest. Would've never got to take one breath if it hadn't been for you. Oh, it would have meant my death in a different circumstance. And you, oh, you never blame me. And God knows you had your chance, but you would have done the same thing under a different circumstance. Yeah, you would have done the same thing under any circumstance.
Oh, thank you very much, Jeremy, on the show. Hold on there, Mr. Hank Williams Died. Almost started. Oh, I love that tune, dude. We got that lined up next. Let's talk about that tune. Speaking of Nashville, The Night Hank Williams Died, Jeremy Parsons.
Yeah, that song. It was cool. It's every now and then I'll have these songs that I like the title track of the last CD, Things I Need to Say. I have these songs that pop in my head in a dream.
Okay.
And it's and sometimes you wake up and you pass back out and you forget everything.
Yeah.
So every now and then there'll just be a song that I'm so excited about in my dream that I try to wake up and I have to immediately write it. And The Night Hank Williams Died was one of those songs. It was like, I've always been a huge fan of Hank Williams Sr., and I just read one of his biographies. And I went to bed that night and I just had like these vivid dreams about just like the scene of like, the last night of his death. Like what was that? I wanted to write like a little ballad or an ode to that because I was such a big fan of it. And that's the death is always what people talked about, but he had so much success in such little time. It was kind of like it was like same as Buddy Holly. Like it was, yeah. Buddy was only 22 when he died. Hank was 29, but he didn't like start actually making like music until he was 24 or 25. So like he became like a king of country music within 4 or 5 years. Mm. So it's like, dang, like he was just a natural. It was so inspiring to me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to write that song because it was like, it always seemed, the focus on it was like that he was an alcoholic. But I wanted to focus on what he did for the music and what he did for me, as far as, there's a line in that song. It's a man may have his demons, but he's still got good inside. So here's to the music and the man the night Hank Williams died. Like, outside of being an alcoholic, there was a lot about him that was really wonderful, and it really came through in the music. So I wanted to write that in honor of him.
Well, you hit it right on the head, bro. Let's do it. It's awesome. Jerry Parsons.
Two-lane highway somewhere outside of town, a man full of misery in a bottle he did drown. He lost his spark, they did live, he lost the will to fight. A legend left a footprint that no one could fill that night. In a Cadillac, a baby blue, part of music passed away, headed to the country show that he never gave. When it was announced, the world did start to cry from the loss of someone special the night Hank Williams died. Yeah, you can hear the hurt, yes, you can feel the pain, and every line of every song that he would play and sing. A man may have his demons, but he's still got good inside. He lost the music and the man the night Hank Williams died. For the small time he was with us, we were left with so much. He made the music what it was with his own special touch. From that very moment, country music was defined. We were left with the blessing the night Hank Williams died. Yeah, you can hear the hurt, yes, you can feel the pain, and every line of every song that he would play and sing. A man may have his demons, but he's still got good inside. He lost the music and the man the night Hank Williams died. So if you're down in Alabama, go stop by and see the stone of Hiram Williams put up in 53. Figure out his age, it'll come up 29. So long ago, but still we know the night Hank Williams died. Yeah, you can hear the hurt, yes, you can feel the pain, in every line of every song that he would play and sing. A man may have his demons, but he's still got good inside. He lost the music and the man the night Hank Williams died. The night Hank Williams died.
Dude, Jeremy, that is such a haunting, right on the money tune. I'm glad you wrote it down.
Thanks, man. Yeah, me too. It's one of those you be mad at yourself if you don't do it type of things, you know.
How does that haunting that guitar come on top of that? Is that just is it a steel guitar, or what makes that cool?
Yeah, steel guitar, man. Yeah, it just made the most sense because that was such a defining factor of Hank Williams' music. That's I like the thought of warming the song up with that, like it basically, because that's a slide instrument, so it slides right into the track and gives the drummer a place to come in. You know, it creates this haunting air immediately, and you're I guess with an intent to focus the listener, be like, oh wow, what is that? You know,
I really become a fan of that cool slide guitar.